Well, I first heard of Jeremy when my case supervisor had called me and told me that they had a new case and they had a young fella and they thought that I'd be well suited to advocate for him. Seemed like a nice young fella. Was a little nervous, so I told him that I was there, that I would be appointed by the court as his advocate, and I'd be there for him to help him through this legal situation.
George, he gave me a sense that I meant something. That time in my life, there wasn't a lot of people that were there for me consistently, and George was always there. He'd always come to my baseball games and always come to visit me, and he legitimately cared. He didn't just pretend or have to be there.
Jeremy needed reassurance that someone would be there for him through these confusing times that he was going through. Someone fighting for him, and that's the job of the CASA advocate.
So to have someone come in and emotionally and mentally give me the support that I need at the moment made a huge impact in my life.
We played baseball out in the backyard. We talked about what he wanted to do when he grew up, and prepared him for what ultimately we thought would be he may have to find a more permanent, suitable, safe home.
I was in a very big turning point that he kind of created. He knew me enough that he had a personal connection and could relay that to other people when my parents were interested in adopting me. And if he hadn't done that, I don't know if I would be where I am today.
We owe George, without a doubt. I always wanted a third child, and then because of George's suggestion and George stepping out, certainly I got my son, and I thank God for Jeremy. Every day he fits in our home like a glove. He fits in our family. I wonder what life was like without Jeremy, to be honest with you.
I just felt right from the very beginning that this was the family for him. So.
Even though it's been 9 years that Jeremy's been in our home as our son, I see George, the impact of George still on Jeremy's life today, and seeing everything that George did for Jeremy and the opportunity he gave him. I want to give kids that opportunity as well. I want to give kids the opportunity to have a strong family, whether it be the family they're with, whether it be an adopted family, wherever it would be, whatever's right for each individual child. I now serve as a CASA advocate. For me to be able to do that and to be a CASA, I get so much peace. For me, it's a privilege to be a CASA.
You never know who that kid's gonna be. If someone looked at me as a 10-year-old kid and said, hey, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be somebody, you're gonna have influence, I would have laughed at them. But people like George or an advocate can make a personal connection and see things that other people can't. But an advocate can really take the time to learn the child and see that they have something special. Because everyone has meaning, but you need support. It takes a village to raise a kid.
CASA is leaving a legacy, and it's leaving a legacy in each child's life that you touch. And wow, to me that is like, if I can do that, who wouldn't want to be a CASA?
He's a great kid. I love him, and it certainly pleases me to see that he's grown to be a great young man with a bright future, a loving family helping him out, and it's what CASA is all about.